Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 98 of Let's Play Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well and hope you're excited and ready to check out some more Starfield with me. We're going to have some fun. I think we're back in Aquila City now. Having some exploration fun. No, we're in Jemison. Oh, right. Aren't we about to talk to Kelton Frush? All right. I'm about to upload the audio file to the SSNN network, which is a bit of an illegal thing to do. I guess I could hide down here a little bit and go like this. Okay, broadcast diagnostics. Upload diagnostic file. File found. Updating. Okay, it's uploaded. Now we have to run it. Alright, let's see what happens. Return to the tree.
Administrations come and go in the big city, but SSNN is here to stay.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Returning to the tree. Hopefully it didn't come alive and start rampaging through the city. Which way? This way, probably? I should do that Ryujin Industries thing, too. Sign up for a job there. There's also jobs with, Deimos Star Yards and stuff. I think. You can sign up on the computers at Deimos. Alright, we're almost there. Anything could happen here.
SSNN correspondent Nora Vasquez on the ground in Aquila City has reported an increase in attacks by the Shaw.
Have a good one.
Me too. Kelton?
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked.
Nice. I thought you were sure that was going to work.
I did my best, but it's not magic. There are no guarantees.
Right. What happens now?
I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment.
Awesome.
Noble work across the board.
Indeed.
You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
It's over. 5,500 credits. Wow. I didn't see how much XP we got, but it looks sizable. Alright. Quest complete. It's not dripping anymore. Cool. Alright, so there's probably other citizen or other peeps around the city that just happen to be random. Not random, but NPCs that we could talk with, like who's Avery Tell.
If I move back, I can't get enough of all the trees around here.
All right. Do you work around here?
Yeah, I work at MAST.
That's right.
In the Office of Interstellar Affairs. I'm a sort of liaison between the UC and the Freestar Collective. I help solve communication problems, show visiting diplomats the city, things like that. Probably doesn't sound all that exciting to you, but
Cool.
I love it. I've been interested in a diplomatic career since I was a kid.
Sweet.
The Sun Systems News Network. News you can trust.
Should we go in front of Mast and talk about the Xeno warfare stuff? I don't know if I'm ready to get involved in that just yet. Let's ask Barrett some personal questions.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
Thank you. Do you mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Please, go on.
Tell me about yourself, Barrett.
How much time do you have? Just kidding. Let's see. Where to start? I've been in Constellation for a long time. Aja and Sarah convinced me to join before the Colony War. Lost my husband during that damn war. Lost some other friends too. Anyway, I've been exploring planets with Constellation ever since then. Helps keep me busy. So I guess that's me in a nutshell.
Cool. What can you tell me about Constellation?
Well, I joined in 2305. Aja brought me on. It was unlike anything I had ever been a part of before.
How long have you been with Constellation?
Well, Aja recruited me in 2305, so, you know, it's been a while. So, is there anything else you want to ask about?
What was it like when you joined Constellation?
When I joined Constellation, part of me was worried I wouldn't belong. I thought they'd all wear fancy suits and talk about business opportunities all day. I entered the lodge and I was immediately pulled into an intense debate about whether the Freestar Collective would really risk war with the United Colonies. They pulled me into the conversation and treated me as if I had always been there. I hope your experience was the same. Anyway, what else did you want to ask about?
What did you do prior to joining Constellation?
I used to work as a United Colonies physicist. I was so starry-eyed, thought I could change the universe. And you know what? I don't think I've changed a bit. Except my job is much better. Any other questions?
No more questions about Constellation.
Fair enough. There's a lot of history with this organization. I'm lucky to have been here this long.
Any family?
My grandma raised me for the most part. Lost a lot of family in the war. Not much left to speak of, really.
Religious beliefs?
Not my thing. It's just not something that I need, and it never appealed to me.
Fair enough. Are you good friends with Vasco?
Yeah, Vasco is great for reminding me about schedules and protocols or engaging in data-focused conversation, you know? But if I tell him about how I found the first artifact, or how I escaped from the Crimson Fleet, or when I saved a stranded pilot from an island covered in hypnotic flowers, you know, he just isn't impressed.
Okay, that pretty much covers it.
I'm starting to feel a little interrogated.
So, about your artifact.
I think about it a lot. There's so many possibilities. Some wonderful, some terrifying. I'm not a fearful man, but I am just a man. And I'm keenly aware that this artifact could change my life. Or end it.
What did you see when you picked it up?
Well, when I picked it up, I had no idea what it was. I knew it was something spectacular, though. I saw a vision. Flashing lights, the whole shebang.
What do you think the visions mean?
Well, they certainly mean something, because not everyone who touches the artifacts sees them. My first instinct was it was a message of some kind, like the Voyager records. Communication from a higher life form reaching out blindly into space. But now I'm wondering if the vision wasn't just sensory. My new theory is something's changed in us physiologically.
Oh, wow.
As in not just a message from beyond, but a delivery.
Huh. Where'd you find your artifact?
On Bendy. No, wait. It was Kazal. I can feel Lynn's admonishing stare boring a hole in my back.
Huh.
She's not actually standing behind me, is she? Well, point is, my story's probably a lot like yours. We dug a pit, found some really wonky readings. and followed them to the artifact.
Other questions?
Sure. Like what?
Let's talk about Irvin.
It's a difficult topic. For years, I pretended like I was over it. But I'm not. I can't guarantee I can answer everything, but I want to try.
Can you tell me a bit about Irvin?
Irvin was a botanist and a wonderful cook. He made the best dang food of my life. He only used plants, fungi, and algae, but he had a catalog of spices and flavors from many biomes. Truth be told, I'll eat whatever you put in front of me, but I still have vivid dreams of that spicy fungal stew. It was divine.
Did Irvin work with Constellation also?
Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room used to be full of plants. The humidity was hard to get used to.
What do you suppose Irvin might think of your life now?
I'm sure he'd wonder why I was so sentimental all of a sudden. I bet he'd tell me to go visit Paradiso and relax, but who knows?
All right, thanks for talking about Irvin with me.
Thanks for listening. Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it?
That's all I wanted to talk about. Thanks, Barrett.
Anytime.
All right.
Well, that's all I have too.
Okay, let's look at our missions. We were deputized in Aquila City. Deliver a bunch of copper. Hadrian said she'll be waiting for me outside of Mast. That's a faction quest for the UC Vanguard. That's for the Freestar Rangers. That's for UC Vanguard 2, but it's Crimson Fleet. Deep cover. UC Vigilance to speak to. Well, where is that? Because maybe we can proceed to UC Vigilance. Show me. Let me see. Show on map. Oh, that is in Seoul. On Phobos. Okay. I suppose we could do that. Set a course for the UC Vigilance. See what they want to do about the Crimson Fleet.
Where did I leave my cozy slippers? Maybe I didn't bring them.
Oh, this is the Vigilance.
Welcome, Captain. We've been expecting you. You're clear to dock at Docking Port 1.
Pretty cool. While we're here, we can visit Deimos Star Yards. See if they have any work for us.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Thank you, I've been working on it. It's bored. Whoa, what was that? Hello?
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander?
What can you tell me about the UC Vigilance?
I'm not authorized to divulge information about this vessel. Suffice to say, it's one of the toughest ships in the UC's arsenal.
Before I meet Commander Ikande, is there anything I should know?
Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail.
have about 1 million questions, but they can wait for the commander.
Of course. If you'd follow me, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City.
That's me.
You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Alrighty. Wow, they actually let us take the coffee bag. It's different. Can I look around a little bit?
Yes? Do what Commander Ikande says, and you'll go far.
I should have packed a sweater. Or 10.
Wow. Look at this. I go immediately for the lockers, baby.
Yes. What?
Medpack and injector. No, I need those. SYSDEF ensign. Well, let me have a look around first. There's just pulling up a chair. Wow. Jillian Toft. Oh my gosh.
Excuse me.
What? Ikande.
Can we try and focus on the matter at hand, please?
Yes, we can.
Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Ikande, UC SYSDEF. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer.
Yeah. UC SYSDEF? Is that another division of the UC military?
UC SYSDEF is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle big picture stuff, we deal specifically with pirates. Since you're already involved with the Vanguard, I don't have to underline how important your contribution will be to the security of our spaceways.
I still don't quite understand why I'm here. Well, Tuala convinced me it'd be for the greater good, so here I am.
It appears he certainly picked the right person for the job. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home.
New home?
This is the operations center of the UC Vigilance. SYSDEF's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
Where is the Vigilance located right now?
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily.
What exactly is the Crimson Fleet?
That's strange. According to your file, you've encountered them before. On Vectera specifically. They were the pirates that attacked your mining outpost? I'm surprised you don't remember.
Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in.
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Huh. I assume you've chosen me because I'm expendable.
Let's get one thing straight right now, soldier. I don't care if you're from the Vanguard, the Navy, or the technician that scrapes the carbon scoring off the engine nozzles. In my eyes, your past service no longer matters. You're now an agent of SYSDEF, meaning that it's my job to keep you alive.
Okay. Persuasion. Get me in a room with them and I'll talk them into anything?
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia.
Thought so.
You'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Aurora?
Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship and you're looking at some serious fines.
Oh. Where did you get the contraband?
That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously hauling it will be spending the rest of their life in prison.
Sounds simple enough.
You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Why bother gathering evidence?
Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow.
You must have quite a bit of confidence in my abilities.
If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Commander Tuala to send someone else. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
And what if I get in over my head?
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back.
I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SYSDEF, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Huh. What do you mean, stray too far off the path?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap.
Huh.
Think you can handle that?
Can you explain SYSDEF's code of conduct and ethics?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
I don't exactly do well following rules and regulations.
Well, you better learn quick. Otherwise, I'll start looking for someone to take your place. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Okay, can you tell me more about my expected behavior as an agent?
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, But remember why you're out there in the first place.
Oh, that sounds crazy. What if I don't have a choice?
Then you do what you have to do. The Crimson Fleet has the potential to kill hundreds, even thousands of people per year. If it takes a few deaths to maintain your cover, then so be it.
Wow.
But only as an absolutely final resort. This is not a licensed killing spree. Understood?
I refuse to kill innocent people.
I'm not advocating violence. I'm merely urging you to weigh the consequences before you open fire. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
Yeah, I'm just going through all the questions here. What happens if I get arrested while I'm undercover?
For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines.
Do you have any other information about Sarah's Bowden?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals.
Huh.
She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
How will I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Cool.
As you were.
I'll go talk to her, but I want to look around your station here. I'm not even going to try to tap into that computer. Barrett, this is nuts. Hello. Let's see if there's any.
Howdy.
Hi, y'all.
Yes?
See if there's any books around here for me. We can take any of this stuff, which is interesting. A couple books. Not the type of books I'm looking for, but cool. We'll get to her in a minute. Notebook. SYSDEF petty officer. Oh, SYSDEF crew uniform. I can actually take it. Sand sculpture. Newton's cradle. Oh, there's one. Combat Tech Catalog 02 slightly increased the range and accuracy of combat tech weapons. Nice. It's always important to look around, guys. Nothing is beyond our reach when we work together. What's this? Commander's office terminal. Plus 5% reload speed, huh? I'll grab that. Barrett, just have a seat. Don't need to take anything else.
Yes.
Go down here, though. We've got another door. Oh, bunch of coffee bags in there. Oh well. Huh. Chunk's apple. Big yellow notebook. Chunk's egg. Okay. Not satisfied yet. Let's head down here. Red Harvest Amber Ale. Someone drinking on the job. Server room. Turret. A turret in the server room. Javante Betty.
I'm a
Baby.
bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Okay. Light of Stars, A Tale of Two Cities. Oh, Dover Beach, Shadows in the Attic.
Excuse me.
You're excused. UC Vigilance. What's that book? No book.
Hello?
Hello. Hard Times, Crimson Cabin.
Yes, what?
Don't mind me, guys. Just scanning the place for bugs.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Okay, up we go, and let's talk to this chica. Hello.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
Why do you need physical evidence?
Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find.
What if I can't find anything?
I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough, and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess.
I think I understand.
Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
Okay, I'm confused. Are we trying to imprison the pirates or kill them?
Haven't you been paying attention? Our goal here is the complete eradication of the Crimson Fleet. In order to do that, we need to dismantle them piece by piece from within.
Yeah, I knew
If you
that.
bring me evidence, we can make arrests and slowly drain their resources. Think of it as a death by 1,000 tiny cuts.
I just like to ask everything pretty much. If there's incriminating data out there, I'll find it.
For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
You feel like talking about it?
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
I've seen my fair share of violence.
Then you'll understand why it's so important that this operation is successful. Anyway, before I let you go, there's just one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return.
Oh.
As compensation for your efforts.
Why would you be paying credits during a military operation?
Well, that's just it. You're not career military, are you? And speaking frankly, you're completely out of pocket during this operation. You'll be paying for your own supplies and other unexpected incidentals. So, if I were you, I'd stop asking questions and accept the compensation.
That's very generous.
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold.
Oh.
We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods.
Oh.
We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, She'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Okay, Aurora sample added. I guess we're doing this like ASAP. What if I get caught with a container of Aurora in my cargo hold?
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned.
Cool.
Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
What's going to happen to the people you arrest?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
Feel like discussing your personal experience with the Crimson Fleet?
Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
If something's on your mind, it'll make you feel better to get it out into the open.
Yeah. Maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time.
Oh,
okay?
Sounds great. Alrighty.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Jillian, pleasure's all mine. Alright, so apparently we can go to the brig. Can I push some buttons?
What's this I hear about you getting ambushed by the fleet?
It wasn't an ambush, it was an accident. We jumped to the same place at the same time.
Stars, what system was that? Cheyenne Fen?
Pretty much. It got so bad I had to dust off with half my ship dangling parts.
This right here? Oh. I see. There's more to this story. Huh. Captain's locker. Unlock requires the key.
Pardon.
Pardon? Accepted.
Did you see that move Archangel pulled off in the training exercise?
I just don't believe it.
Okay. Hello.
Hello? Why do you have a gun out and why are you pointing it? What the heck? Why are you pointing guns at me? Oh, they're aiming them at...
Howdy.
Is there a heat leech somewhere around here? I don't see this being... Hey. Location of the brig. How do I get to the brig?
Hey.
It's not quite what I expected that was going to be.
Vigilance indeed. So many of these fine folks joined SYSDEF due to tragic circumstances.
Oh, really?
Excuse me.
Let's go talk to the,
Yes. What?
brig. Where's the brig? I guess it wouldn't hurt to go on his personal commander's computer. Pirate operations. Reports of pirate activity continue to plague the settled systems while the mission board supplies with intel. The fleet often changes its targets to keep us guessing. According to Toff's report, there are 3 types of operations the fleet uses to fill its coffers: piracy, smuggling, and theft. They have honed these operations under their current leadership, and we would do well to study their tactics so that we can better protect the settled systems. Crimson Fleet tactics. There's an old saying that to fight the enemy, one must know their enemy. The aphorism, while trite, still holds true today. Like many disorganized groups, the Crimson Fleet uses guerrilla tactics. They utilize the element of surprise to their advantage, grab jumping and quickly striking their targets before fleeing the scene. These are not revelatory tactics. Throughout history, ambush, deception, sabotage, and espionage have been the tools smaller groups employed to outmaneuver larger naval forces. SYSDEF was formed in order to fight this foe in a non-traditional sense. It is up to the leadership to find creative ways to do that without sacrificing the principles we hold dear. Personal documents. State of the vigilance. After speaking with Commander Tuala, Lieutenant Toft has assured me that the project SWALEN has been fully tested by the engineers at SY920 and approved by MAST. If everything goes according to plan, we'll begin implementation immediately. When the time comes, this upgrade will be essential for what we have planned. Crimson Fleet threat. It's no secret that we've had trouble explaining to the officials at MAST the urgency of the Crimson Fleet menace. Despite the fact that they are a disorganized band of pirates, they must be treated as a criminal organization that poses a threat to the safety of the settled systems. Unfortunately, without intel on the inner workings of the Crimson Fleet, much of this is speculation. We need someone on the inside to help us fill in the blanks. This is why I've requested the records of every prisoner detained by the United Colonies. Surely there's a candidate among them who will suit our needs. Resolve and purpose. There are years where nothing happens and years that can define a life. I was 16 when I first took to the skies, 17 when it all came crashing down. It began with a ship. Earlier that year, my father had salvaged a wreck from the war, a B-class Deimos fighter from an abandoned star yard. It was old, outdated, and to put it bluntly, a piece of junk. The controls were shaky, the plating was rusted, and the engine coughed like it had a bad lung. But none of that mattered to me. I was hooked from the very first grav jump. You see, up until that point, I'd often struggled to focus. Nothing I did had any long-term appeal. That all changed the moment I took that Deimos chunker out to the space lanes. For the first time in my life, I could see a life for me beyond the present. This ship, for all its loose wires, dents, and pockmarks, gave me purpose, something I could devote my life to. 3 months later, I was an escort for my father's freighter. 10 months later, we were attacked by the Crimson Fleet. Most days I think about my father, the kind, gentle man who raised me. I think about how much poorer this galaxy is without his laughter soaring through its membrane. And other times my thoughts turn to his son, the boy with the star-bright eyes, and the future he lost. When I'm confronted by this boy, my resolve begins to wane. I want him to forgive me for the man I've become, one consumed by hate and vengeance. I stand wordless as he tugs at the corners of my jacket, tears flowing down his cheeks, begging me to let my anger go. And in that moment, every part of me wants to embrace him and tell him exactly what he needs to hear. I want to tell him I will drop this accursed chase and give his future the chance it deserves. But instead, I turn away. I leave him crying alone in the void of space. But what he does not realize is that I'm doing this for him. I fight the Crimson Fleet for all the fathers and futures lost to a world that never should have been. And when I think of them, my resolve returns, and I have purpose once more. Oh, that's pretty cool. Neat. I'm not going to take any of his stuff, unless there's something really good. Desktop digiframe. Pressurized? Mods. Lime. I have no idea what any of this means. Alright, still looking. Oh, a mission board? No kidding. Only UC SYSDEF officers can access this mission board. Wow. Okay, so this is SYSDEF then. This is a little bit different than the Vanguard. Interesting. Can I go through here? No? And through here was just a break room. I can at least take a coffee bag for my troubles. Or 3. Little tax in him. Alright.
Howdy.
Hello?
Hello.
Why can't I go down to the brig? Unless it's down here somewhere. I'll grab that coffee bag too. Docking bay, no. Maybe you have to be a SYSDEF officer. Thank you, sir.
If you have any questions, save them for Commander Ikonde.
Oh, Alex Wong.
How's the pirating business?
Huh?
I don't know about you.
What do you mean by that?
People who work undercover, they're sneaky by nature. Hard to read. When I fly, I want someone beside me who I can predict. Boxes by the Marquess of Queensbury rules. But you're a southpaw. A wild card.
You don't know. That's understandable. I'm new here.
That isn't it. We've got plenty of green pilots picked right from the academy. But yours happen to come from a different farm. Vanguard. But if Commander Ikonde says you're SYSDEF, then you are one of us. For now.
Where did you learn to fly? Or are you a pilot?
You guessed it. In fact, I'd say you've got what linguistic experts call FOGO, a firm grasp of the obvious. But I'm not just any pilot. I'm the best, and I've got the kills to prove it.
Glad to have you on my side.
You got some set of manners, kid. The fleet are gonna eat you up.
Where did you learn to fly?
I cut my teeth on space trucks, believe it or not. Before I got my stripes, I was just another cargo hauler trying to earn an honest wage. But after a couple slick escapes, I got recruited to the academy and went from dodging pirates to hunting them. Thing is, some of my best tricks were with a big rig. Ever try a pitchback with a Hope Tech truck with 2 fleet wraiths on your tail? Compared to that, doing it with a military fighter is a piece of cake.
How'd you get involved with SYSDEF?
Long story. I got my start in the academy and made a name for myself hunting the Crimson Fleet. I eventually got recruited to do test flights on a star station orbiting Lloyden's Rock. Me and 3 other Archangel pilots did some work on some extremely dangerous prototypes. But I called in a few favors and got back home with SYSDEF. Someone with my talents needs to be here, where the action is.
Right.
Try not to forget who you are, okay? It'd break the commander's heart to have to hunt you down.
Rig. Docking ports. Docking port computer. Docking port 02. Unoccupied ready. Clearance. Authorized use ships only. No status available. Docking port 4. No status available. Docking port 5. Okay. Oh, I'm 1 of 3. Down here. Hello. Let's go this way. I can take that fire extinguisher. Storage, you don't say. Requires computer. Huh. Hello? Wow, there's a whole attached to this ship. Stationary. Microsecond regulator. 0 wire. Definitely take that. I'll be taking everything in these lockers too. Super cooled magnet, no kidding. Med pack, pill bottles. Medical injector and dumbbells. I don't even like the combination of all that. Interrogation room? Zero wire. Digipick. Don't even know why I pick up digipicks anymore. Weapon rack. Armin Petrosian.
Some of the guards don't take kindly to the prisoners, but we should try to maintain some decorum.
Maintain some what? I'll talk to you in a bit. Actually, I'll talk to you right now. Let's see how long we've been playing, though. Yep, 51 minutes. So I'll save here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time. We'll check out the interrogation room. That should be fun. Plus, maybe see who's in the brig. It looks like a whole little prison down here. Interesting stuff. So I hope you guys find it interesting as well. If you'd like to, go ahead and hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. But only do those things if you really want to. No pressure or anything. It's all good. Whatever you choose to do. But I want to thank you once again. Hope you'll join me next time. Until then, be well, live well, stay well. And much love, peace, and joy. We'll explore more of the UC Vigilance next time and more. See you guys then. Bye-bye.